Once upon a time, there was a small village nestled in the heart of a lush green forest. The people of this village were kind and caring, always ready to lend a helping hand to anyone in need. They lived a peaceful life, working hard to make ends meet and taking care of their families. One day, a stranger came to the village. He was a tall, lanky man with a worn-out face and a tattered coat. He had walked for miles to get to the village and was searching for a place to rest. The people of the village welcomed him with open arms and gave him food and shelter for the night. The next morning, the stranger thanked the villagers for their kindness and asked if there was anything he could do to repay them. The villagers were hesitant at first, but eventually they asked the stranger to help them with their daily chores. The stranger agreed and worked hard all day, helping the villagers with their farming, cooking, and cleaning. The stranger noticed that the villagers were distant towards him, and he couldn't understand why. He had experienced so much kindness in his life, but he couldn't seem to connect with the villagers. He wondered why they were hesitant to accept his help. Despite the villagers' reluctance, the stranger continued to work hard, giving all he could give without expecting anything in return. He had learned early on that kindness was not weakness, but actually strength. He believed that treating people the way that he wanted to be treated was the key to living a fulfilling life. "I am a go-giver," he thought to himself. "I love to give not because I have, but because I derive a lot of inner joy when I give any kind of resource that I can afford. And I do this without expecting anything in return from the person." The stranger continued to help the villagers, even though they were distant from him. He knew that there was something deeper going on, and he hoped that with time they would understand him better. As the days went by, the stranger began to open up to the villagers, sharing his stories and his experiences with them. He told them about the war and the things he had seen and how it had affected him. He shared his struggles and his fears, and he found that the more he opened up, the more the villagers began to understand him. The villagers realized that their initial reluctance to help the stranger had been misguided, and that they should have been more understanding of his situation. They learned that sometimes people find it very hard to help others, not because they don't want to, but because they have been hurt in the past and are afraid to open up. The stranger's willingness to give without expecting anything in return touched the hearts of the villagers. They saw that kindness was not weakness, but actually strength. They began to treat the stranger with the kindness and respect that he deserved, and they learned that giving to others brought them as much joy as receiving. The stranger had taught them a valuable lesson, that true happiness comes from giving to others without expecting anything in return. He had shown them that kindness is a powerful force that can change the world, one small act at a time. "I may be treated differently because of my kindness, but I will never let anyone take advantage of me," the stranger thought to himself. "I will continue to treat people with the respect and kindness that they deserve, and I will never stop giving to others, even if they cannot give back." The stranger left the village with a sense of fulfillment, knowing that he had made a positive impact on the lives of the villagers. He had shown them that even the smallest act of kindness can make a difference in someone's life. The villagers watched as the stranger disappeared into the distance, and they felt a sense of gratitude for all that he had done for them. They knew that they would never forget the lessons that he had taught them, and they vowed to pass on his wisdom to their children and future generations. As time passed, the village grew and prospered. The villagers continued to treat each other with kindness and respect, and they never forgot the stranger who had taught them the true meaning of generosity. The stranger, too, continued his journey, traveling from village to village, spreading his message of kindness and giving. He knew that there were many more people out there who needed his help, and he was determined to make a positive impact on their lives, one small act at a time. As he walked down the dusty road, he thought to himself, I may never know the impact that I have had on the world, but I know that I have lived my life with purpose and meaning. I have shown people that kindness is not weakness, but strength, and that giving to others without expecting anything in return is the key to true happiness. And with those thoughts in his heart, he continued on his journey, ready to make a difference in the lives of those he met along the way. The moral of the story is that true happiness and fulfillment in life come from giving to others without expecting anything in return. Kindness and generosity are not signs of weakness, but of strength, and by treating others with respect and compassion, we can make a positive impact on the world around us. It is important to treat others as we would want to be treated, and to always be grateful for the blessings that we have in our lives. By living a life of purpose and meaning, we can inspire others to do the same and create a ripple effect of kindness and positivity that can change the world. The end. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing for more videos like this from this channel. Don't hesitate to drop your comments below. We love you.